But you know what game might also be coming out for PC that was coming out for PS4 and might come out for Xbox One?
Rime.
Nino Kuni
Rime. No, Rime. If you haven't heard, Rime, Sony has dropped the publishing rights of Rime and gave it back to Tequila Studios.
I wonder why. There must be a story behind this shit.
Tequila Works is the name of the studio. Supposedly it has to do something with the development of the game, and there's an article or there's a sticky for it on NeoGAF, but the development for the game has been really hard, which is why they probably dropped it because they
like,
weren't.
All right, we don't really want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, the game looked interesting though.
Yeah, it did. It looked like it was
Eco, or
it's like
similar to that.
It's like the Shadow of Colossus that I never was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh well, good for them that they got the rights back. Maybe they'll pull out something good that everyone gets to play.
Yeah,
more systems the better. Hopefully, just the quality doesn't drop. I mean, that's a risk. You do multiple systems, quality of your resources gets allocated to, optimizing all three systems instead of just one, and then
Mm-hmm.
But
they just confirmed the game will run at 720p 30 FPS on Xbox One. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Talking about 720p, right? This was like a interesting little epiphany I had while playing Mario 3D World. Right, most Wii U games run at 720, right?
Actually, a lot of them run at 1080 60.
Are they? I thought they were mostly 720 60.
I think the Wii U, honestly, out of all the shit that it gets, it is the one console that has the most 1080p 60 frames per second games.
Because that's what I was gonna say, and I think that's what kind of has me enamored with that system. Is that although it doesn't look that great, it runs fucking awesome.
Yeah,
no, you're 60 frames and you're happy.
I mean, the thing is, the Wii U and the Xbox One uses the same RAM, for the exception that the Wii U actually has a faster one. That has more.
Well, you know what it is also? It's just the games aren't too graphically demanding.
That's it.
They are they are better than what was on the Wii and the GameCube, but it's not powerhouse games.
It's still the same Wii freaking processor.
But that's why I said I kind of would have wished Sony and Microsoft would have gone this route instead. Not having. I mean, I'm fine with the way the games look either way, but I kind of would have preferred better performance.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're pushing the whole envelope there because even back in the days, games were at 60 frames per second.
Yeah. And I think that's why it's harder for us, especially middle-aged dudes, I guess, whatever you want to call us. But because we grew up at the advent of gaming, right? We grew up with games running pretty well. You never really had to deal with things having issues with performance or running at lower frame rates because everything was practically 60 frames. So then that change into 30 and then whatever, I think that's what kind of got us more into the PC route. Well, me at least. Once we experienced 60 again fully, but.
I'm not gonna lie, it's been a rough transition from me going from PC to console and getting used to the cinematic experience again.
Yeah, because I hear you complain saying, if it was 60, I wouldn't have died.
Yes, yesterday I had a situation where I could have actually moved fast enough and turned my camera fast enough and actually shoot the guy in the face before he shot me in the face.
Yeah.
Just get better. You gotta get good.
Yeah.
That's a little side rant.
Well, another game that is cinematic frames per second on the consoles, but what is awesome on PC if you have a really good PC is the Hitman. That came out actually last Friday. Ariel, did you actually get to play any of it this weekend or not?
Too much DRM for him.
I think I just played on Friday. I think that may have been the extent of my experience with the game. And I did enjoy what I played. It was essentially the same tutorial section that you got with the beta that I played through. Yeah. And it was running fine for me. I enjoyed what I played. I seem to like the way that they're delivering the content of the game. But yeah, I haven't played enough to have a real opinion on what they're offering.
Okay. One of the biggest things that caught my eye, because I was on the fence of getting this game, but after hearing this, I'm probably not going to get it. Maybe not until the full disc comes out.
22 frames per second?
Well, that's on the Xbox One. Well, it's true. Digital Foundry did what's that? One of those reports.
But didn't you say that the frames then gets reverted? Then the PS4 has the issue instead of the Xbox at some point.
Yes.
Freaking
Okay,
weird.
in the beta, when you do that whole ship scene, right? For the PS4, it actually stays at a steady 30. For the Xbox One, it drops actually to like 22 is like the lowest. The difference really is 5 to 7 frames on average. But when you actually get to the first mission, which is Paris, the Xbox One frame rate is actually better than the PS4.
Oh.
So it gets reversed somehow. But in terms of like the average isn't too high. The PS4 is below 2 to 3 to the Xbox One compared to the 5 to 7. So maybe they just took all their resources and started like, oh, that's a tutorial, so they didn't care too much and went straight to the main game.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure it'll get patches soon. But it seems like the biggest issue now with that game, what a lot of people have been crying foul with, is the whole DRM issue that's been going on with it. As you mentioned, you're probably going to wait it out a bit before you actually get the game.
Yes. So the whole DRM issue, I know this happens on PC, but I'm not sure about PS4. The game itself is, and this is why I'm not going to get into later, you can play offline on the PS4 version. But the thing is, anything that you unlocked, or any challenges that you do to get like more weapons, or, weapons, suits, whatnot, you can't get that while you're offline. You can only get it while you're online. So if you get some challenges done and you get those weapons to use on the next mission, you won't be able to do that. Also, if you get kicked off the servers, and the servers aren't up, you can't get your save file from, Square Enix because the servers are down. And any progress that you did have, you can't actually get back to that point until the servers are back up. So it doesn't save the file on your PS4 or Xbox One. It does a cloud save, and there's no local save file. So basically, any progress you make, you have to wait until they're ready, and not on your own time.
Yeah.
So and for a single player game like this, it
makes no sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, especially the PC is running 2 DRM. It's running the novel, and he's running the online only, which is doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But guys, don't worry, because Cheech has told us, boom, 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 there's a season 2.
It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, so if you don't mind a game that's always online, that's a single player game, which was primarily made for
single player,
single player, then go ahead and go get this game.
See, as of right now, it's not really it definitely is stupid. It's, at least in my opinion, I feel like it's stupid to do something like that with something that's primarily a single player game. However, I'm fine with it. And not fine with it in the sense that oh yeah, sure, do it and I won't worry. But it's just, I'm fine with it only because I'm always online, and unless the servers go down, I won't really have an issue. And that's the only reason I'm fine with it. But otherwise, there really is no reason for them to do this.
Yeah, I usually don't mind online only games, because especially on PC, you're on PC, you get them online most of the time anyways. Unless you're playing a laptop and you want to play a portable, then that's when you get screwed over. But if you're going to do a game like that, make sure that your damn servers are on point.
Yeah, it's not like The Division. It's not an MMO where you always have to be online. And the fact that your progress is only saved in one location instead of 2 kind of defeats the whole purpose. If they had that progress saved on both locally and online, and say the online goes down, but you can still progress locally, then that's not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so season 2, we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't even know what the sales are, but they announced that.
And, as far as I know, it's they mentioned that they're starting to work on it. But yeah.
Well, one thing to be excited about, this game is always online. Rocket League, for the Xbox One, which was recently released, is going to have cross-play platform.
About time.
Right now it's only for PC and Xbox One, right?
So right now, right now it's still only Xbox, but coming up soon, Microsoft actually finally decided to get off their heels and say, hey, people actually want to play with other platforms. We want to increase the player pool. So they finally opened up Xbox Live, which is kind of a whole different Microsoft that we saw a few years back when they said they did not want to do this.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. They were talking about how they're open to other platforms. And, of course, they're going to be open up to PC because they're trying to do that whole universal Windows 10 thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't necessarily name Sony as the other platform that they're open to playing with.
They did not, but they basically says, okay, we're going to be open. So the way the announcement was, okay, so Xbox One will now be it's called fully open cross-platform network, where they'll be able to join PC, unlock Rocket League, and other platforms as follow. Which could be, what's the other platform, to be honest?
Nintendo? They can do Nintendo.
Oh, please.
They can do Mac.
No, nobody wants a friend code.
You can do Rocket League on Mac and have all. Yeah,
the whole Sony will happen. It's not like Xbox Live and Sony will connect directly to each other. That's not going to be the case. That's never going to happen. It's all up to the developer. The developer always act as the third party on this. That both Xbox One, PS4, and maybe PC will connect to the developer server of that game, and they're all going to play together perfectly fine. That's how it should be. For the exception of, of course, FPS and whatnot.
You can't have PC with that.
Yeah, you cannot have PC with that because obviously it's just not going to work.
As Ariel says, keyboard, mouse, over controller any day. KM, right?
Yeah. The only issue I see with this personally, and this is more on the business level, as to whether this will actually happen or not, or how they're actually going to get all of this to work, is the fact that there are incentives out there, right? So, perfect example is, let's say, something with The Division, or like The Division. Xbox One is getting content earlier than PlayStation or PC, right? So, how are you going to handle situations where a publisher has a specific, sort of contract or whatever it is that they have with the developer, where one platform gets content early on, meanwhile the other ones don't. So they're kind of locked out, although they're within the same kind of environment, you know what I mean? And even with something like Rocket League, where I heard them bring this up. I forgot which video I was watching, but they have the Warthog available for the Xbox version of the game. So now you're going to have the Halo Warthog on PlayStation and, the stupid little things like that. But mostly the fact that they do have their own individual kind of like incentives with most developers. Let's get this content first, how they're going to handle that, how they're going to handle the monetization of these sort of things, or just going forward. So there are some issues there, and I'm sure that's what Sony was kind of hinting towards when they said, we're open to the idea, but, we need to talk about this, essentially, by way of their comment. And I think that's what they kind of want to get straightened out.
Yeah, so like what Cheech says, it's going to be up to the developer, because, of course, they're going to be the ones making the games.
Yeah. And it's their servers. The game's not going to be hosted. It's not going to be hosted on a Sony network or an Xbox Live network directly.
It would have to be the third party.
Yeah.
So
something like Battlefield, they host their own server. They have all consoles connected there.
But this could be the best and biggest thing, bigger than Xbox One's backwards compatibility, which nobody talks about anymore. But this could be the biggest thing in gaming in the past few years, because finally you can just get the platform that you like and play with your friends. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if you prefer PlayStation, get your PlayStation, but that doesn't mean you can't play with Johnny down the road because he has an Xbox, It's the best case scenario. Everybody wins.
All I said is to pull this off, have a nice FPS game going on, and have a mode that says PS4 against Xbox. Boom.
Yeah. But, I don't know, man. Like you guys mentioned just recently, like, PC, I feel is going to get shafted in this.
It will. Only in first-person shooter games is the only thing that will make sense. Unless they restrict it in a way where, okay, if you want to play with the console players, you have to use the controller. which is an option that we have.
But yeah, at the same time, like PC you have Street Fighter, right? You have most people playing on PC at 60 frames, where 60. It's also 60 frames on PS4.
Yes,
yeah, so
and that's the only reason why it's compatible. Yeah, exactly what Cheech is saying. Either have restrictions where the PC player plays on a controller, and the frame rate has to match the consoles.
No,
that's the only way.
Thank you.
No. But I mean,
well, but they're not matching that with the Paragon thing. No, not Paragon. What's that freaking game that's coming out? That
yeah, probably
Overwatch.
No, the third person MOBA.
Battleborn.
No, the third person MOBA.
Paragon's one of them.
Yeah, Paragon. All right. So I mean, it's the same exact thing. I mean, okay, it's PC and PS4. PS4 is going to run at 60, but there's PC players that play higher than that. Mm-hmm. And I haven't heard a cap on that yet. I think it's still unlocked.
Then I don't know.
And I could see that argument as well, because that game involves sort of Twitch reactions also. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah. Someone will figure it out.
Some people may think that frames don't make much of a difference, or you can't see the difference, but it makes a big difference, especially.
You might not see it, but you will feel
it. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's going to be something to watch for, to see how they actually handle this if it does happen.
Yeah, and like I was trying to say before, was they do it for the PC crowd. Like you have to have it separated if you want to play with the console people. Mm-hmm. Also, then. This is going to be the restriction. But if you're not, you're going to play straight with PC PC users, then they don't have to put a restriction.
Yeah. I'm thinking that what's going to end up happening, or what they're going to have to do, is, for the consoles, it's going to have to run at 60.
Yeah. So, we'll see. It's exciting news. But, yeah, Rocket League might be the first one to actually do that. We just got to wait until they officially announce it. But it's up in the air. Which is pretty cool.
Yep.
So, there's actually been a good amount of news of games coming out. We don't have to announce all of them, but if you are playing The Walking Dead, the Michonne, the next episode actually comes out March 29th. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has been announced to come out in May 24th.
Are you guys hyped for that at all?
Nope.
No. Come on. Dude, I played Transformers Devastation, and I was like, man, Platinum strikes again. They just do third-person action so well. So well.
Yeah, that's true. Platinum Games does a really good job on those. Mm-hmm. So it's surprising that they're doing Teenage Mutant Turtles. I guess it's because of the movie coming out soon.
And I think they have a proper grasp of how to make money without losing it. So, because you figure with licensed games, anybody can get into that, really. Somebody who may not be into, somebody who may not even really be into Teenage Mutant Turtles and just goes into a store and says, I kind of remember them from when I was a kid. Let me check it out, They make money on that. Why not? And then they can, put all the money they've made into a bigger project for us, the core gamer audience.
Yeah. So, it's... I don't know. I was a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
Growing up, no?
Yeah, but this game doesn't excite me. Even though it's Platinum Games. There's a lot of games still coming out around March also, which is another thing. I mean, March you have Mirror's Edge.
March?
The first one's pretty good. Yeah.
This month?
Doom. Yeah. Not March. I mean May.
Oh.
Since that comes out in May. You have Mirror's Edge. You have Doom coming out. Battleborn.
Too many goddamn games.
Yeah, there's too many games.
There's way too many.
And then we're gonna be poor because of it.
This is what I would switch to PC again, because I can't afford $60 games.
Speaking of PC gaming, WildStar, they're now making a Chinese version of it. They canceled that one.
That game is still alive?
I'm surprised, to be honest. They dropped the ball.
But they did lay off a bunch of people, unfortunately.
I like the game, but the end-game content was not there. PvP was just there.
Yeah. So good luck to all those developers. Hopefully they find something soon. The PvE was actually pretty good, because they actually made it hardcore, like WoW.
Yeah, that's the thing. But they cater only to the hardcore, and they just killed the rest. And then they fixed they killed the PvP servers when they do the big gigantic server merged. That was one thing that killed the game. There's a few things in there, yeah. They never fixed too much of the bugs.
Well, you know what game that doesn't have bugs? Bloodborne, the card game.
It does. It does have bugs depending where you live.
It gets some nice cockroaches in it, right?
Yep.
When you open it up.
And
yeah, they actually the Bloodborne game they're making it a card game, and it's going to be based off the Chalice Dungeon. Interesting. Yeah. Never did the Challenge Dungeon, so
yeah.
This game though, Cheech is excited for. It's coming out for PS4 and PC, but the Vita version's still up in the air. You know what game I'm talking about, Cheech?
I'm confused now.
I am Setsuna. Or is it Setsune?
What?
The game that's modeled after Chrono Trigger.
Oh, well, I'm not too excited about it. I just said that it caught my attention now because it has some elements of Chrono Trigger. So I'm looking into it now.
Yeah, the funny thing is they announced this, wasn't it during PlayStation Experience? I think they announced it, but they never showed any gameplay. That's what it was.
Oh crap, guys! Dark Souls 3, $45 on PC.
Oh, is there?
Oh yeah, fixing our. Well, last week we announced that as a rumor, and they must have heard Ariel because he must have been calling them and tweeting them and yelling at their offices.
How dare you call this 30 FPS for PC? I paid a premium.
That was good.
So that rumor has been debunked, and because Dark Souls is gonna be 60 frames per second, not PC. PC Master Race
confirmed.
I just say #frame life matter.
So, Cheech, you gonna get that for PC? Considering you said that.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do with PC gaming right now. I'm a confused fellow, guys.
Come on, Witcher. You can handle Witcher combat because.
Yeah, because of frame. Yes, that is true. But I swear to God, if I buy another PC game that has issues and I can't run it, my PC will fly off the window. So I'm just trying to cool it off.
Cheech is fed up right now. He's like, I'm tired of this crap, man.
I mean, my PC is running well right now. It's running awesome because I re-imaged and have a new SSD and whatnot. But I'm just a little weary. But the thing is, I see these games like Doom for PC plus DLC for only $37 goddamn dollars, and it's like, crap. Do I really want to spend the $6 on console or just buy this on PC? Actually, $50 with us because we had the Best Buy unlocked. But still, that's still $20 almost more.
Yeah, it's still $20 difference. Do it as a game by game basis.
Really, if you're fine with playing 30 FPS cheats, just stick with it. I mean,
he's not fine with it.
That's the thing. I'm not fine with it. That's the problem.
At this rate, if he keeps playing, on console, he's just going to become comfortable with it. And there's really going to be, once you become comfortable with something like that, you're just not going to really care anymore,
It's the
Greg,
Wii U effect.
He understands the difference, but does it really matter to him? No.
No. Because I have a wide range. I'm playing a 3DS game. I was playing a Game Boy Advance game. I switch between all the different. So not all games that I play are 60 frames, 30 frames.
Yeah.
I just get used to it.
Oh, you know what Nvidia just dropped, guys? I don't know. This might sound really different, and weird.
Another broken driver?
Well, besides
they've been doing that recently.
Well, besides that, they actually did release a new driver, which is also broken. But check this out. So Nvidia makes source code for the Nvidia GameWorks library will be available to developers. So their source code is actually going to be available to developers now.
Oh, they're opening up a bit, huh?
They're opening it up a bit, which is like, holy crap, that is new.
Hopefully it'll be better now.
Yeah, because that was the biggest problem that they were having with
a lot of the games.
Yeah.
So,
it's just that.
Yeah, some of them are available right now in GitHub. And NVIDIA HeraWorks, NVIDIA HBAO, plus NVIDIA WishWorks will be available soon for developers as well. So it's an interesting turn of events here. Maybe AMD, the new AMD Open GPU thing might have actually prompt them to say, "Hey, let's do something about it."
Yeah, force their hand, which is good. That's why competition is good.
Yeah, that's why. I know there's a lot of fanboys and whatnot that says, "Oh, AMD should die," or say, "Oh, Xbox should die." It's like people need to realize that if there's only one company out there, there's no innovation. At some point, everybody could agree here. I'm actually, I will play any Xbox same console. I prefer the Xbox, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy that they screwed up because last gen they were dominating too much and there was no innovation about it. Now that they screwed up and Sony's kicking their ass, they're stepping their game up and they're trying to do things right with the console. So it's like, okay, that's just a good thing. If that wouldn't have happened, we would still have the same boring old thing.
I mean, the same way that, if Sony, even though Sony ended up doing better at the end of it all, right? Like worldwide.
Yes.
But even so, if it wasn't because Xbox was dominating for the period of time that they were, PlayStation probably wouldn't be doing as well as it is now.
Yeah. Same thing when people say...
It all works back and forth.
So when people say, "Oh my god, there's another platform for PC that I need to download a game, I just want everything in Steam." No. Competition is good. People could tell you, does Steam has any sort of customer service?
But see, with Steam, I see it a little bit differently, and that's because you have the gray market, your GMGs and, all these other places. So it's like you kind of win in the end anyhow, even though you're getting it through Steam. The current problem that I have with Windows, really, like I'm fine with Origin, I'm fine with Ubisoft or Uplay for the most part. The only problem I have with Windows currently is the fact that will there be a gray market? Will there be anybody who you can really get keys at a cheaper price? Are you always going to be stuck at $60 now? Are there going to be any incentives to get it elsewhere or anything like that?
Yeah, that's a good question. We will see. The platform itself needs help, and they're listening to feedback. But once again, when Steam, people forget when Steam originally released, they hated that platform.
No, everybody did.
Everybody hated the hell out of it, and now it's just Hail Mary, hey, love it. So there's not a single platform that comes out perfect. So give them some time, and hey, might give them the competition that Steam needs, and who knows, Steam might become even better after that because now they know they have to step up the games and so on. Yeah,
look what Steam started doing in the past year, returning digital copies. And you know what the first company to actually do that?
EA.
Origins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Origins.
EA Origins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody cared until Steam did it.
Exactly. So,
but I kind of blame Origin for that because they really need to push the third-party support on that.
Origin is a nice platform. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
personally
mind
now I prefer Uplay though.
Oh yeah, Uplay is actually a lot better, especially their integration.
To be
with
quite honest, I'm gonna go out there and say this. I kind of like where Uplay is going as opposed to Steam. Steam is currently, it's the big boy in the market right now. It's got everything you could ever want, but the way Uplay is slowly presenting their platform, I'm digging.
Yeah, if Uplay starts doing more third parties, there'll be a little trouble in there. But the way the achievement works and connects to the store, everything's just so
there's
flawless,
actually an incentive to actually want to do these stupid little things on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the achievement points and the points you can spend on.
You get the
content and whatnot. Yep.
Reward. You get rewards and you get whatever. I forgot what the points are called, but whatever. You get points by playing the games that you can apply towards getting items for that game, or getting things for that game, or using those points for other games, or even going to the specific store that they have to get physical items and things like that. It's just pretty cool.
And you have 2 games like I do. You can double dip.
That's true. Well, if you guys have Xbox Live, don't forget to pick up your free copy of Lord of the Fallen and Borderlands 1, which is also a backwards compatible game. So, did you guys download yours?
Not yet.
I probably won't. I have it on PC. I have both on PC.
I have it on PC too, but I never finished it. I have both on PC too.
So shall we get to the big meat of the story that happened today?
What was that? I don't know. I don't know about any meat.
Was that today? No, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
I don't know my days anymore. It's just been a crazy week.
So, Sony VR.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
It's alive and kicking.
Price and date?
Price and date.
So the PlayStation VR would be coming out October 2016.
Pre-orders up now, right?
No.
UK only, which sold out in 5 minutes.
Yes. UK and Australia are sold out.
Scalpers!
America, North and South America, they didn't put it up yet.
Oh, okay.
And because Trump said they're going to put a wall and have Sony pay for it. So we're blocked off from it.
So the system itself, they're selling it for $400 US American dollars. But that only includes the base system.
Yes.
Which is just a headset, the HDMI cables, the power box that it comes with.
You do need a camera in order for it to work. So you're talking about an extra $60. So now you're talking about $460. All in
And it
all,
doesn't come with the motion controller.
yeah, so all in all, the whole thing should come out to $500. I mean, yes, they announced it at $400. Sounds better. It's like, hey, $400, why not? But the whole thing, realistically speaking, is $500. Unless you already have the camera and the move controllers.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the option.
Yeah, that's just an option. But a lot of people don't, because, they were complaining because...
It's not much of an option because,
the move is an option, yes, but the camera is not.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm saying that it's an option because people who have the camera won't have to buy the package with the camera.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's an option. At least.
Yeah, it was announced today, Sony did announce today that they will be selling a bundle that includes everything for those who want it, that will be the one
that was probably
like
$500.
Yeah. That's probably what I will be buying, yeah. So hopefully they have that for pre-order. If not, buy it separately. Maybe I could find the camera for sale somewhere.
But yeah, so the camera you can get it for $50 or less. That's required. But as for the controller, you can use your DualShock. You don't need a move.
Yeah, I have a feeling though some games will require the move. Like you will most likely need it.
I don't know if it. Yeah, they didn't say any games that require it, but they said there's a good amount of games that recommend.
Yeah, it will be a better experience overall.
Exactly. For the better experience, chances are you're going to want to sink the extra dollars into getting those move controllers.
Yeah. Cheech, do you know the specs on the system or no?
The specs on the system, I could tell you right now. Hold on.
If not, I can tell you. I memorized it.
All right, go ahead for it.
It's a OLED system. It runs at 920 by 1080 by. Shit, I forgot the other part of it. Okay, so I didn't memorize it too well. But at least the system itself you can use as a television. It's not just a 3D effect.
So you can use your Netflix and so on with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it emulates. If you ever tried the Samsung VR, there's actually a little thing in the app where you can pretend that you're watching a movie like in a movie theater, and it creates a screen for you.
So these are pretty much the display resolution for the PlayStation VR. You're looking about 960 x 1080p per eye, a single screen of 1920 by 1080p. The field of view is about 100 degrees, while Oculus Rift is 110 to 110, and Vive is 110. Max refresh rate, this is when it gets a little interested. PlayStation VR will be 90 Hz and 120 Hz, while Oculus Rift is 90 Hz and Vive will be 90 Hz. Requirement, obviously, PS4, and the rest, a nice, decent computer PC.
GTX, like 900 at least.
Yes, so for Oculus Rift, you need at least a 970 or AMD 290. And for the Vive, it's the same same specs as well, and an i5 processor.
Yeah. So, the emulation of the screen is awesome, though, because you can actually make it seem like you're sitting in a theater, and the size of the screen is 225 inches.
Yeah, they mentioned up to 225 inches. That's how some people will see it differently. It depends how they look things. But that's not bad.
Yeah, I would personally love that for watching movies.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little torn because I did want to get the HTC Vive or Oculus Rift, but then again, the pricing is right.
I don't know how much, how right it is though, because for a few $100s more, you could get, the better experience essentially.
Well, for us, yes, because we do have the PC for it.
That's true. Yeah, you can.
A lot of people do not, especially in the mainstream. I mean, we're running here like almost close to $2,000 PC. So it's like kind of like, yeah, okay, we could get the Rift, or the HTC Vive. But the only thing that leads me towards PlayStation VR more is the fact that there might be more developers aiming at it because it's the mainstream.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And my dreams of having a Sword Arts VR reality will come true there.
And then you literally get locked in there.
And I will literally be fired from my job. I'll be dead somewhere. And they'll be like, hey, Cheech, where are you? We haven't tried to call you. To call the cops to find you in my house, and I'm just dehydrated dead on the floor.
Yeah. At that point, I'll put out a resume for someone so we can have a third person on the show. So it's okay.
But
I'll make sure all your stuff gets donated to your girlfriend. I won't take them.
One thing that PlayStation actually did say, and it is recommended, the game must run at 60 FPS at all costs. If it dips to 50, 55, they will reject the game application.
Yep. Steady 60 or nothing.
Yep, steady 60 or nothing. They will help you try to get it to 60. They will try to help you to optimize it. They have a whole team for it. My guess is, you need that solid 60, especially when you're gonna bump it up to 120 hertz. If it's not 60, you will most likely create that CC effect where you're gonna get motion sickness.
Also, I'm thinking like screen tearing and other effects that
Artifacting, whatever else.
Yeah. So, for them to aim for 60 is gonna be good. Hey, you know what? At least the games will look like Wii U games.
And they took a shot of the PC Master Race icon. Just want to say that in there.
Yeah, I saw
that. So we'll see. It's pretty exciting. If you guys can get it reserved in North America, they should be opening a pre-order soon.
Yeah, well, I will reserve it. Then I'll make my decision before it comes out if I'm gonna cancel or keep it.
Same thing. Ariel, are you gonna get any of the VRs or no?
I'm really gonna wait it out and see what happens with this. I don't wanna. I mean, the idea when you guys mentioned it earlier of pre-ordering at least the PSVR early on, just to ensure you get one, was kind of enticing. And then it kind of turns out to be kind of whack. You just kind of cancel. But I think I'm just gonna wait it out a little while and see how this all turns out.
Because he wants to get an Oculus Rift, we know that.
I want the Vive, but...
Yeah, I prefer the Vive. I mean, a lot of people don't like the whole motion thing, the walking around, but I think it will give you the best.
Yeah, you get
experience.
the full immersion with that,
yeah.
man. That's the thing. Because if you're going to do VR, you kind of want to be all in.
Yeah, you guys saw a video where the guy is he's playing the portal thing, and then one of the tiles on his floor lifted, and he's literally trying to put his head inside the tile, and he's just banging his head on the freaking floor.
It's very crazy because a lot of the things from the people I've seen comment about it say that although it's not 1-to-1, with regard to your room in real life, once you're in there, it feels like it's 1-to-1. The way that it kind of creates the world within the given space that you've designated, because it comes with these the sensors that you can put up on the wall.
Yeah, you put up on the wall. Yeah,
I don't know. It seems to work really well.
No, but I mean, it's just a steep price, though. $100 is kind of
But that's I keep forgetting about the fact that you need a PC for it.
So
yeah, it's $800, no counting the $2,000 PCs that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So if you guys have a camera, at least you can get the VR for $400. If not, like Cheat said, you guys will be spending about $450 to $500 with the bundle. The bundle probably will be camera and a move. I don't think they're gonna have just the camera by itself.
Yeah, they'll have to probably put the move in there
just to get more money. And you know what? They actually are making a profit off of these.
Yes.
Surprisingly.
Yep, it's not being sold at a loss.
Yeah.
They learned a lesson with PS3.
Yeah.
And PS4. PS4 was sold at a loss.
I think Xbox One was also, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the PS4, they recovered pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, consoles normally do get sold at a loss, no matter what.
They really depend on the software, really.
They just didn't push it as much as the last gen, where they really pushed the graphics and gave PC a run for the money when they first released.
Telling you, next systems are going to have It's gonna have a compute, GDDR memory, double Titans.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this. I feel like this gen was just a filler. It's like, hey, let's throw this out here just for now while we wait for the better technology to actually really kick it.
Yeah, because you also have to figure like the last cost into account.
Yeah, make it like the last console cycle, pretty much. Because at that point, the Mora's low is catching up. There's so much more that you can push graphics nowadays.
Yeah.
You can push performance, but graphical wise, it's not that much anymore. You won't see that much more difference a few years from now.
It's like with the new console iterations, they always have to, even though they want to put the best tech they can in there to provide the best gaming experience, it's like they also have to keep the fact that they have to keep costs low, because otherwise nobody's going to... PlayStation perfectly showed that nobody wants to go in at $600.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably going to use technology that we're using now that are pushing literally 4K for then, and that would be more than enough. Imagine the console running a 980 Ti, customized specifically for them. That's just more than enough to be pretty damn good.
They may well be going into 4K territory at that point.
Yeah, at that point, easily.
They stick around the 30 FPS. They usually push graphics more than they do performance, so 30 FPS will probably be fine for them at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we'll see. This probably is going to be a shorter cycle, if anything.
Yeah, I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
6 years, maybe, so that would make it 2020, 2019.
Yeah, I expect 2019 to pretty much an announcement release type of thing.
Yeah. Well, as for rumors goes, NX might be released this year.
Woo!
Other rumors before we close this off. I know you guys are excited about this. That Final Fantasy 15 might be coming out September.
Yeah.
I'm not as excited as that. Not yet, at least. Not yet.
Man. I want to cry like a baby with that game. Is there any collectors announced for that game? Because I will buy a collector's.
What?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be one.
I've been waiting a decade for that goddamn game. I bought a PS3 for it. And they let me down.
I thought you bought a PS3 for Final Fantasy 13.
Originally, I bought a PS4 15 when they first announced the Final Fantasy Versus. I'm like, oh, damn, I gotta buy that.
Versus 13 from the onset looked way better than 13 itself.
Yeah, and then they go, it's disappointed, and they make it, oh yeah, we're gonna make it also multi-platform. I go, right, great. Let me trade in my freaking PS3, and then I bought it again for The Last of Us.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Don't worry, Ariel did the same thing for a couple of games.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
What, buy a console for the game?
Well, you sold the console, then bought the PS3.
I bought it. Yeah, I did that quite a few times with the PS3, yeah.
See?
So, I guess the PS3 has that rep. That's how they catch up with sales.
Yeah, right?
The Xbox did it with a Red Ring of Death, and the PS3 did it with people returning and rebuying it.
So, and the rumor that I'm happy about is that, well, I guess this would be in Japan, but Persona 5 in May. So if that's Japan...
So that means a month from now,
we'll find out when the US releases.
Probably June, July, most likely.
I'm on Team Persona here, compared to you two. Persona Golden trumps everything. Actually, it doesn't trump everything, but it's actually a really awesome game.
I'm a Final Fantasy fan, so I'm okay with that.
With Persona right now, I feel like I just haven't seen enough. Like that trailer, that reveal trailer that they had, which was essentially just like some little bit of gameplay, mostly cinematics here and there. It looked cool, but they really haven't shown much else aside from that.
You gotta play Persona 4 Golden.
Well, I didn't play Golden.
Really
I played Persona 4 kind of on and off. Never finished it, though.
Okay. That one's a great game. Mm-hmm. But I want to thank everyone for listening again. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at insertcointp@gmail.com. Tweet us at ICTOPLAY. And subscribe to us or comment on our YouTube page, Facebook, or iTunes. Cheech, you have anything else you want to add?
Oh, love you. I mean, continue playing the Division. If you haven't, just go get it.
If you like MMOs, of course.
If you like MMO, yes. I can meet you in the Dark Zone. So good.
Ariel, anything you'd like to add?
If you can, check out Final Round this weekend. Those who are kind of on the fence about fighting games or anything like that, There's going to be quite a few games there to check out. Poken's going to be there, especially with the game coming out on Friday. You may want to check it out at a, higher level of play from the early side of the game. But hopefully it'll give you a better understanding of fighters and why they're so much fun.
All right, cool. Thanks again, everybody, and take it easy.